Welcome to the History Hunters channel here on YouTube. Almost everything you see here is about the Second World War and the relics and history from that time frame. It's the end of the week. I've been working hard all week long, so today I'm out rewarding myself with a little trip out into the nature. So I'm just sort of scouting around a area where I know the Germans were. There were some troops here, a tent camp, and also I know they stored some ammunition and things like that during the war. So I'm gonna go down and find a very small sort of secluded area of forest that I found out was even there in the beginnings of the 30s. So hopefully I'll be able to find some traces from the activity going on from that time frame. That's the first piece of today. That's a mortar tip. I know that the Germans used to have a mortar sort of training area around here, so we'll probably see a lot of these here today. There's a piece of road here going into the area, and I have, seems like a 6057. Let's check out that. Yeah, these 50 or 60 signals, they're often this thing here, cartridge. This looks like a Krag rifle cartridge, and it's probably within the 40s. In the back here would identify it most of the times. So let's see. Yeah, 1940. Cool. It's a pile here of chopped off whatever from a tree, and I found a lot of these. I found 4 or 5 of these now, and I can't figure out what they are. They must be for some sort of equipment, but it's not aluminium, it's steel, so that's really weird. Maybe a new steering wheel. Oh, it looks okay, but I'm gonna see if I can find some numbers on the other ones. Didn't clean up more than this, but you see this band here in brass. I'm gonna show you a picture of another piece that I found in this area. There you saw, maybe this sort of thing here is the same. I do think it's a tip of a exploded. To me, it looks like something from the 2cm flak gun, but I'm not sure. Wow, that was quite a surprise. I'm just next to a stronghold position, or a machine gun nest, and it's been a long time since I found something like that. That really looks like the cap from a stick hand grenade. Yeah, it is. Wow, that is really weird. And here you can see the wooden piece of it, and this is the cap that you screw on, and I think that on the top of that cap we can see the eagle. Wow, I'm gonna clean that up really good, and let's see if we can get some details out of that cap. So the Germans was here after all. This is starting to get really exciting. Right there is where I found the hand grenade cap, and right here there's actually something more. I'm not too sure what that is. Could that be more of it? Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. I think it's like the stick piece. Is it? Wow, that is so cool. If that's the same thing, just more of it. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's the bottom part of the stick grenade. And wow, look at that. That is really special. It's a very, very long time since I found the wood pieces. Cool. Let's see if we can clean this one up a little bit and check out the back side of this thing. Got an item down here. That's really, really deep, but it's a 70 signal, and there's a very big root there and a very big root there, and it seems like the pinpointer is, yeah, it's telling me there's something there, but I've been digging here for about 10 minutes, so okay, I'll give it a go more. You might not believe this, but I at least recovered one thing down here. Ta-da! A horseshoe. What can I say? I didn't expect that, but there are a lot of things down there, but I just can't get it out. This looks like a very nice, I think it's a winter shoe. Okay, just behind this fence here, there's a trench. There's a big depression in the ground here going this way, and that is going all the way up towards where they had a lot of equipment stationary, so it goes through the forest here. I just went over to get my backpack because I need the brushes to clean up some stuff here, because I really do think I found something that I really like. I'm the guy who likes the Luftwaffe items, and I'm not too sure, but right there, I do hope that cleans up and we can see what it is. It looks very much like an item from the bomb detonators from the aircraft bombs, but I'm gonna clean that up and let's see if we can see some markings on it. That really looks like a lot of the other aircraft parts I found earlier, especially the ones for the bomb detonators. And there's only one small letter there. Let's see if I can zoom in. I think it's the letter G. Normally there would be like several letters and some codes, but I'm definitely gonna check that out. So I'm gonna search a little bit more around in this area, and hopefully I'll be able to find something before I go further down to where there's a lot of sand. Here's a sort of running trench you can see here, dug down into the sand. This is what the troops would have to run into if there was a bomb attack, so they could very quickly run into one of these trenches and crouch down and hope for the best. I was sort of sitting down to eat some lunch here, and my detector just stopped here and gave off a very hard signal. So you can see right there is an item, and that is really cool. It's actually a tent peg, and it's right there in the ground where it was left lots of years ago. And I found things like this before. You can see here's the tent peg. So as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, the Germans did have first to put up tents, and then they built the structures and stuff after they organized themselves. So right here is actually one of the, or at least I think it is one of the tent pegs from the Germans, and that is quite neat. Wouldn't have seen that if I wasn't to sit down and have a lunch here. This is an aluminium tent peg. Is that cool or what? That's good. Now I can sit down and enjoy my lunch. That could easily be a ammo box lid. No, not a lid, but a handle. You know, you carry the ammo in this handle. I'm pretty sure of that, because I found some of these here earlier, so at least it looks like that. Could we have found the button for the Zeltbahn, or the tent, the German tents? Maybe we found both a button and a tent peg. Cool. Right there is another either foxhole or trench. So it's just from there to there. So it goes on actually that way. Yeah, it's a long trench actually. It goes all the way from here and follows this place. It's been built up in this area and then just goes on that way. This is very typical for some of these locations. Here's sort of a chain, and you see that round circle there? That looks to me very much like a dog chain. And I know that the Germans had a lot of Schaefer dogs, which they put up at the locations where they stood guard. And I actually saw some pictures of a dog in this area with a German officer, and it just seems like there's some sort of a chain around that dog's neck, so maybe it could be something like that. That is actually very exciting. That is a piece from the Luftwaffe. It's impossible to see right now, but this is actually the fuse tube going into a World War II bomb from the Germans. It's absolutely messed up totally now, but I will show you how a bomb detonator that is inside here, how it looked like. Yep, and you can see by the pictures that there's a lot of markings on those. So inside here you can, sorry, you'll find a couple of, yeah, it's that, it is, that's what it is. It's the actually World War II bomb housing piece with the bomb detonator inside of it. We're gonna take that along here and see if I can clean it up a little bit. I thought I'd just show you a little bit about the bomb detonator inside of the cavity here. This is the one I found. I just cleaned it a little bit, and you can see here in the middle you have these two sort of knobs. This is where you charge the bomb detonator itself. So the bomb detonator is not a dangerous thing. This is what activates the bomb. This is nothing. It's got nothing to do with the explosives and stuff. Down here you can see right there in the middle there, you can see it says EOS. That's the same as you can see on this one here, on that side there. And I just cleaned it a little bit. You can see it's been messed up. Either it's been sort of deactivated after the war and they just sort of smashed it to pieces to make sure that they couldn't use it, or it could have been that it's been actually in a blast because the Allied hit the bomb storage area where it was. So this piece here that you see here will actually be the piece that will be inside of this one, and you can see that the threads and the electronics inside there, that piece there is the first half of this one. You can see the dividing line there. So what will happen is that they would, oh, it's stuck now, but this, there it is. You can see it's the same. It has some text here on the cap itself. It says something like remove the cap before charging. Of course you would have to do that, otherwise you won't reach these points here. But this one here has got the number 1 and number 2 points, as you can see. I'm not sure whether it's a number 15 or is it a 7, I'm not sure. This one I can't figure out what type it is, but you can see here this is the ring that you put on to put this detonator inside of the cavity of the bomb, because this tube here is actually the metal piece of the bomb itself. So that goes directly into where the explosives would be, and this one would be the one to sort of ignite the explosive. So this, you can see also here you have the gasket actually inside there. So when they didn't use them, they were sort of stocked up and put in in sort of compartments, and when they decided which type they would put into the bomb, because they could put all kinds of types into the bomb. So one could be like a time delay of so many minutes, one could be for detonating after it hit the ground, then it would start counting down and go like bang. And as I said, if you look up the UXB videos on YouTube from the BBC, the Unexploded Bomb series, then you can actually learn a lot from that series, from these things here. So German construction, German sort of idea, and definitely not the best thing to encounter during the war, but it's a fact of what happened, and the relic is here, so just wanted to show you how it actually is put together. Seems like we have another piece of the mortar tips. So that's one twisted item from the Second World War. This is so great. I hope it is what I think it is. I was sort of hoping to go home now, and just down there, that really looks like, is it a 50 caliber? Let me see. Let's take that out. That looks Russian to me. What the? That's a very strange caliber. No markings on it. What is that? That's not the 20mm. It's not the 50 cal. Could that be a Russian in this area? That's insane. Well, that's really cool. Nice. Oh, I think I'll end my adventure for today right here with that last cartridge. That's so cool. Very, very cool. I found a very small area here, which I believe could really bring out a lot of small relics here in the future. Very surprised to see that last cartridge, but today we've visited by history, and it showed us the caps from the potato masher grenades from the German Wehrmacht. We have a couple of pieces from the Luftwaffe. We have that wonderful piece of German aircraft bomb fuse, and also with this sort of piece that goes inside the bomb. So that's very cool. And I have this last cartridge that I'm gonna look into and find out what is. Excellent trip, and I'm really happy I did it, and this is my payday for this week's hard work, so very happy. Just have to say thank you all for watching my videos, for subscribing and giving me all these nice comments on my channel. Just have to say I really appreciate it. Thanks to you all, and thanks for being my friends also on my hunting expeditions. So for until now, I just have to say I'll come back in an adventure in the near future, and hopefully I'll see you then.